Tonight, one stage, one chance, the Eliminator. TOOFANS versus HIL. TOOFANS step in with a storm-like lineup. HIL respond with solid determination, calm minds and steely resolve. Now, no room for error. But one mistake can end the cup dream. Under the lights, who moves one step closer to the final?
लगभग एक महीने की मेहनत के बाद, एनर्जी, एक्साइटमेंट देखने के बाद हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग अपने प्लेऑफ्स में पहुंच चुका है। दिन का पहला मुकाबला होगा एलिमिनेटर, जो खेला जाएगा हैदराबाद तूफान्स और HIL के बीच में, और शाम के मुकाबले में डायरेक्ट फाइनल्स पे पहुंचने का मौका होगा लांसर्स या रांची रॉयल्स के बीच, जो होगा क्वालिफायर 1। अब तक हमने इस हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग में पैशन देखा है, एक्साइटमेंट देखा है, स्किल सेट देखा है, लेकिन अब वक्त है कंपोजर दिखाने का। मैं हूं तानिया पुरोहित, मेरे साथ है संदीप सोमेश। संदीप, what a journey this has been, right?
Good evening Tanya. Absolutely, 3 weeks of incredible hockey at its best. I mean, nothing to choose between the top teams, and yeah, here we are at the business end of the tournament now.
और जब हम आप इस सीजन को देखते हैं, क्योंकि पिछले सीजन भी आप हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग के साथ जुड़े थे, एक मुकाबले को इतने करीब से देखा था, हर दिन ये तो जरूर महसूस हुआ होगा कि सब कुछ बेहतर हुआ है।
बिल्कुल, absolutely, and just the simple fact that we did not have a clear qualifier until the last league match just says about how good this tournament has been.
जिस मोमेंट पर किसी भी लीग में कैलकुलेटर्स निकल जाए, आप समझ जाइए लीग बहुत क्लोज रही है। एक बार आपको दिखाते हैं प्लेऑफ्स, फिक्सचर्स क्या है। सबसे पहले जो दिन का आज का पहला मुकाबला है, एलिमिनेटर खेला जाएगा हैदराबाद तूफान्स और HIL के बीच में। जिस टीम को हार मिलेगी उनका टूर्नामेंट यहाँ पर खत्म हो जाएगा। शाम का मुकाबला क्वालिफायर 1 वेदांता कलिंगा लांसर्स और रांची रॉयल्स के बीच खेला जाएगा। जो टीम जीती वो पहुंच जाएगी डायरेक्टली फाइनल्स में, और दोनों टीम्स यही चाहेंगी इजी रास्ता। फिर खेला जाएगा क्वालिफायर 2 25 तारीख को, जिसमें जो क्वालिफायर 1 के लूजर होंगे उन्हें एक और मौका मिलेगा एलिमिनेटर के विनर के सामने आने का, और वहां से रोड टू फाइनल्स अपनी बुक करेंगे। इससे बेहतरीन किसी भी लीग का स्टैंडर्ड नहीं हो सकता। इनफैक्ट एक और चीज, जो हमने पिछला मुकाबला देखा सूरमास और SG पाइपर्स के बीच, सर आई रिमेंबर हमने शो पर कहा था कि बहुत बड़े डिफरेंस से जीतना है, नॉट पॉसिबल, बट दे ऑलमोस्ट डिड इट।
Yeah, and we also said that Surma will win, but they will not go through into the playoffs, and that is exactly what happened. And I'll tell you what, HIL players watching the match on TV, I think most of them after the first quarter would have either turned off the TV or probably got ready to go back home. But then at the end of it, they will be happy that they still have a chance, and they will be ever grateful to SG Pipers.
HIL उनकी दुआएं काम कर गए, इनफैक्ट उनकी मेहनत भी, जो उन्होंने अपनी जगह बनाई है और पहुंचे हैं आगे तक इस लीग में। लेकिन ये जो सीजन रहा ना सर, हमने कई गोल्स के बारे में बात करी, कुछ एक्सीलेंट गोल्स मिले हैं। वैसे तो पिक करना वॉज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, बट हमने पिक किए टॉप 10, देख लेते हैं।
On the floor because he's putting everything he can through this shot, and you 1 goal lead for his team. And Waller gives it back to him. He's not marked. What are the Pipers doing? You do not give that man any space in the difference it makes when the injection is accurate and the trap is perfect. He nutmegs Hart in goal, I think. Yeah, he certainly has arrived. Far Castle injection, and in playing the ball, it's splitting Mazzarello. Look at him playing the ball, Lane giving it back to him, a back foot reverse shot, and that's pure power. You can see here his weight is going away from him. And Waller gives it back to him. He's not marked. What are the Pipers doing? You do not give that man any space in the D, let alone a free shot.
Great play all around. Look at that such a difficult skill to do. The goalkeeper down on the ground, just lobbed it over him.
Well, that was a beautiful pass on the run, but Tom Craig's run started back in his own half.
Had great elevation and right into the sloppy bit of trapping there, and just with a turnaround on the top of the circle, got David Hart totally by surprise.
It's gone out of the circle, there's no doubt there. I think they were saying, was there a back stick?
Just a roll of the dice. The ball had gone out of the D, and a beautiful follow-up try from Bobby Singh.
ऐसे पलक झपकती है और आप अपनी टीम के लिए गोल स्कोर करते हैं। ऐसे एक्साइटिंग गोल्स थ्रू आउट द सीजन हमें दिखे। ये तो हमने पिक किए थे, लेकिन हम चाहते हैं जो आप सब लोग हमारे साथ थ्रू आउट द सीजन जुड़े रहे, आप थोड़ा सा इन्वॉल्व हो जाइए अब इसमें। नाउ यू हैव टू पिक, आपके लिए बेस्ट गोल कौन सा था और क्या करना है। हॉकी इंडिया लीग के पेज पर जाना है, हमें टैग करना है, जस्ट लेट अस नो आपके लिए क्या था। और मैं आपसे गोल नहीं पूछती सर, क्योंकि बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस है ऑब्वियसली, लेकिन ये समझना चाहती हूँ फॉर एन एथलीट, आपने खुद हॉकी खेला है, एक परफेक्ट गोल की डेफिनेशन क्या होती है?
Well, I wouldn't call it a perfect goal, but from the goals that have been picked out, I think it is injustice to a lot of other goals also that was scored. But I think if I have to pick out the best goal, it will have to be the level of difficulty to execute that goal.
Oh.
Right. So the more difficult the goal to get, I think that is going to be on top.
प्लस वो कहाँ से आपके लिए कितनी पलटता है सिचुएशन,
Yeah,
राइट?
there are two things. One is a team goal, and
Yeah.
one is individual brilliance. Right. But for me, I will always look at the level of difficulty if I have to pick the best goal.
डिफिकल्टी वो तो आज भी होने वाली है, क्योंकि एलिमिनेटर है। हैदराबाद तूफान्स और HILGC के बीच खेला जाएगा। जो टीम हारी उनके लिए सफर खत्म। वक्त एक छोटे से ब्रेक, विल बी राइट बैक।
मेरा नाम अंकित पाल, मैं मिडफील्डर SG पाइपर्स टीम से। SG पाइपर्स के लिए मेरा ये सेकंड सीज़न है, बट हॉकी इंडिया लीग से इतना फ़ायदा होता है कि हमें काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलता है ओवरसीज़ प्लेयर से। इसमें कितना आप कोऑर्डिनेट कर पाते हैं एक दूसरे से, सीनियर प्लेयर्स हैं हमारे काफ़ी, तो इसमें काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है और हमें भी मौका मिलता है कि हम अपने आप को शो कर सकें काफ़ी। SG पाइपर्स टीम ने मुझे जब लिया तो काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहा, क्योंकि एक SG पाइपर की अच्छी टीम है और उसमें खेलने में काफ़ी मज़ा भी आता है और बेसिकली थोड़ा फाइनेंशियली भी काफ़ी सपोर्ट मिलता है लीग से।
TOOFANS versus HILGC. It's time for the eliminator. पिछली बार जब दोनों आमने सामने आए थे, हैदराबाद ने एडवांटेज अपने नाम लिया था, 3-2 से जीत दर्ज करी थी। बहुत ही एंटरटेनिंग इस टीम ने हॉकी खेला है अपने अटैकिंग अंदाज में। रिस्क लेना भी जानती है, लेकिन जब रिजल्ट्स ऐसे मिल रहे हो तो रिस्क लेने से डरना क्या। इसी की तो परिभाषा है हैदराबाद तूफान्स, क्योंकि दे प्ले लाइक तूफान्स। सामने है HILGC। ये टीम अगर आप देखेंगे, इसका पीसी कन्वर्जन रेट इस सीजन सबसे बेहतरीन रहा है। केन रसल जैसे एक गोल स्कोरर उनके पास है, जो मैच विनिंग आपके लिए गोल्स हमेशा आपको देते हैं। लेकिन जब ये आमने सामने आएंगे इस मुकाबले में, स्किल सेट से ऊपर उठकर बातचीत पेशेंस और कंट्रोल की होने वाली है। क्योंकि सर, जब ऐसे मुकाबले होते हैं, व्हेन यू नो आखिरी गेम हो सकता है, किस तरह से अप्रोच करते हैं प्लेयर्स, स्पेशली व्हेन बोथ द टीम्स आर वेरी गुड।
Yeah, look for the TOOFANS. They will be happy that they've made it here after the bad slow start they've had in the tournament, right? And they will just want to make it count. And HILGC, they have, like I said, they've been very fortunate that SG Pipers did them a favor, and they will want to make that count. But you did say about Kane Russell's scoring abilities, but we must remember that TOOFANS have had amongst the best defense in the tournament. So it will be a very, very interesting contest, I would believe.
लेकिन जब शुरू हुआ था ना ये सीजन तूफान्स का, हम बहुत बार इसके बारे में चर्चा कर चुके हैं कि वो स्लो स्टार्ट करते थे, कमबैक करते थे। व्हाट एग्जैक्टली हैव दे चेंज्ड कि वो इतने इफेक्टिव हो रहे हैं?
I mean, I think sometimes what happens is a team needs so much more time to get into the mold of playing competitive hockey. We saw it in the last season also, but last season, fortunately, they had double headers, so they had so much more time.
Yeah.
This time around, they did not have that, but good for them that coming into the tournament, they've just got the act together. So I think initially they were not getting the goals up front. Now that has changed for them over the last 2 games.
देखिए, कहानी यही है इस टीम की, फाइनल्स में पहुंचने, और ये टीम बहुत आसानी से कह सकती है बिन देयर डन दैट। इस मुकाबले से पहले क्या कह रहे हैं इनके एक महत्वपूर्ण सीनियर खिलाड़ी देवेंद्र वाल्मीकि, सुन लेते हैं।
देवेंद्र, टीम का जो डिफेंस है वो शुरुआत से ही बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है, लेकिन पिछले कुछ मैचेस में देखा है कि अप फ्रंट अटैक्स भी ज़्यादा बिल्ड होने शुरू हुए हैं।
आई थिंक इट्स अ मिक्स्ड ऑफ बोथ। आई थिंक डिफेंसिवली हम बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं पीछे, हमको कंटिन्यू करना है। आई थिंक व्हाट होमवर्क वी हैव डन in the last meeting, so we'll continue doing that, and no silly errors at the back, and up front, I mean offensively जितना हम हो सके साइड से खेलें और अटैक करें हमारे।
So what is going to be the key factor that is going to give you this match?
The teamwork, I think that will be the key for us. I mean, especially in the last quarter, how mentally you're strong and your mindset is there to win this game.
All the best for the match.
Thank you, appreciate it.
जैसी परफॉर्मेंसेस रही हैं उन्हें कंटिन्यू करना चाहेंगे, नो सिली मिस्टेक्स एट द बैक, और क्लिनिकली खेलना चाहेंगे। बिल्कुल क्लियर है, ऑब्वियसली दिस इज व्हाट यू वांट। वाओ, गुड सेव। किस्मत का।
Yeah, absolutely. I think for the TOOFANS or in any knockout game, you do not want to make mistakes at the back. You do not want to make those mistakes in defense. You do not want to concede the ball easily. You know, you do not want to give them turnovers. And I think TOOFANS will be more focused on that. And the team that does that better is going to come out on top, I think.
Easy peasy. लेकिन HILGC सर, इनका ना मिडफील्ड बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग रहा है। रजिंदर है, जैक वॉलिस है, शिलानंद लाखड़ा जैसे लोग हैं। माफ़ कीजिएगा, HILGC की बात करें, ये मैं हैदराबाद तूफान्स की बात करी थी। इनका मिडफील्ड बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है, सामने HILGC है। दोनों टीम्स हैव बीन वेरी कंपेटिटिव। डू यू थिंक बैटल मेन वहीं पर है?
I think so. Very often in a knockout game, the midfield that dominates is going to win the game. And for the TOOFANS, Michael Shutoff is going to be crucial in midfield. And for HILGC, it is going to be Hardik Singh. And for both of them, I think they have not played to their true potential. But they are capable of creating magic. They are capable of turning the game on its head.
जब मैं मैचअप्स की बात कर रही हूँ, क्लियरली आपके लिए कौन सा ऐसा मैचअप है दैट यू आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू वाचिंग?
Definitely Michael Shutoff versus Hardik.
Yeah.
Kane Russell flicking for HILGC and Amandeep Lakra flicking for the TOOFANS. I think these are the matchups that we will look at. Anderson for the TOOFANS up front against Sam Ward for the HILGC. So yes, there is going to be a lot of contest within a contest, I would say.
आपने बैटल की बात करी, आपने हार्दिक का नाम लिया। हार्दिक के ऊपर ये बैटल का भी प्रेशर है, प्लस कप्तानी भी संभालनी है, एलिमिनेटर है इस मैच से पहले। कैसी है तैयारी, सुन लेते हैं।
हार्दिक, कल के मुकाबले को देखने के बाद पहले क्वार्टर के बाद में कोई टीवी और तो किसी ने नहीं फोड़ी?
आई थिंक ऐसा नहीं हो रहा था, बट हमारा मूड ये चल रहा था कि हम अपने बैग जो हैं वो हम कर लें पैक, क्योंकि आई थिंक कल का जो मैच था काफ़ी अच्छा हो रहा था। बट स्टिल हमें ये नहीं हो रहा था कि वो फर्स्ट ही हाफ में मतलब 3 या 4-0 होगा। बट आई थिंक कि एक हॉकी एक ऐसी गेम है कि जहाँ पे अनएक्सपेक्टेड भी हो सकता है, तो आई गेस इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ द गेम।
और आज तूफान से एक टफ मैच है, लीग स्टेज में हम सभी ने परिणाम देखा है, तो क्या स्ट्रैटेजी है?
आई थिंक हमारी स्ट्रेटजी होगी कि जो भी हमारा रोल है उसके ऊपर हम ध्यान दें और जो भी हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है उसके ऊपर हम ध्यान दें सबसे ज़्यादा, और अच्छा खेले। आउटकम जो होगा हमारे हाथों में नहीं है, बट अच्छा खेलना हमारे हाथों में है, तो उसके ऊपर हम ध्यान देंगे।
ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर द मैच।
थैंक यू।
जब ऐसे इंपॉर्टेंट मैचेस होते हैं तो आपकी स्ट्रैटेजी में क्लैरिटी की बहुत जरूरत होती है। यही हार्दिक ने कहा कि जो जो हमारे रोल्स एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज है उन्हें क्लियरली हमें निभाना। दैट्स इट।
Yeah, that's how it is, right? Every player has a role to carry out, and more often than not, when a plan is made by the team and every player executes that plan, that's when they go on to have a perfect game.
सब प्रेशर इन दोनों टीम्स पर है, थोड़ा सा आप पर भी डालना चाहती हूँ। आज ऐसे खेलते हैं ना हम कि आपका प्रेडिक्शन सही होना चाहिए। Tell me
सही नहीं होना चाहिए,
सही ही होना चाहिए, इसीलिए तो
कल भी सही था, परसों भी सही था। It has been correct.
Consistency. Okay, who's winning today?
Well, I think this is going to go down to the wire, but TOOFANS are going to take it.
TOOFANS, आप सुन रहे हैं सर के प्रेडिक्शन सही हो रहे हैं। TOOFANS will be very happy to hear that. On that note, एक एक्साइटिंग मुकाबला आपके सामने आ रहा है। It's the eliminator. यहाँ से जिसको हार मिलेगी उनका सफर खत्म हो जाएगा। अब तक बहुत मेहनत दिखी है, बहुत हार्ड वर्क दिखा है, अब जरूरत है कंपोजर की। टाइम फॉर लाइव एक्शन।
मेरा नाम अमनदीप लाकरा है और मैं हैदराबाद टीम के से मैं सिलेक्शन होकर मैं खेल रहा हूँ HIL में, और मेरा पोजीशनिंग है डिफेंडर। जैसे हम लास्ट सीज़न में बहुत बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है HIL सबके लिए, जैसे हम यंगस्टर के लिए खासकर हम बहुत बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है ये। काफ़ी फॉरेन प्लेयर्स ऐसे थे कि मतलब मैं समझ नहीं पाया था उनका क्या पोजीशनिंग है, स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, उनका क्या मतलब किस तरीके से उनको बॉल चाहिए। और लास्ट टाइम इतना मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिला था, बट जितना मिला था मैंने अच्छा किया भी है, और इस सीज़न में मुझे थोड़ा ज़्यादा चांसेस मिल रहे हैं, तो मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ इस सीज़न को कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मैं उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को अवेलेबल करूँ ज़्यादा।
On the floor because he's putting everything he can through this shot, and you one goal lead for his team. Yeah, then Waller gives it back to him. He's not marked. What are the Pipers doing? You do not give that man any space in the difference it makes when the injection is accurate and the trap is perfect. He nutmegs Hart in goal, I think. Yeah, he certainly has arrived. Far Castle injection, and in playing the ball, it's splitting Mazzarello. Look at him playing the ball, Lane giving it back to him, a back foot reverse shot, and that's pure power. You can see here his weight is going away from him. Yeah, then Waller gives it back to him. He's not marked. What are the Pipers doing? You do not give that man any space in the D, let alone a free shot.
Great play all around. Look at that. Such a difficult skill to do. The goalkeeper down on the ground, just lobbed it over him.
Wow, that was a beautiful pass on the run, but Tom Craig's run started back in his own half.
Had great elevation and right into the sloppy bit of trapping there, and just with a turnaround on the top of the circle, got David Hart totally by surprise.
It's gone out of the circle, there's no doubt there. I think they were saying, was there a back stick?
Just a roll of the dice. The ball had gone out of the D, and a beautiful follow-up try from Bobby Singh.
A very good evening from the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar. The round robin is over. It is now finals time here in the Hero Hockey India League 2026. From 8 teams, we're down to 4. And first up, it is the eliminator final between the Hyderabad TOOFANS and Hockey India League GC. Whoever wins this will go through to another playoff against the loser of the playoff between first and second place. The loser will go and play for the bronze medal. It's 27 degrees at the moment, the humidity around 35%. There is a slight breeze, nothing really to write home about, but nothing that will either cool the players as they're working hard down on the pitch below. Now the TOOFANS have been here warming up. Amandeep Lakra, you feel, will be a crucial player for them. Nick Woods in defence, again, is going to be a key as they try and keep the HILGC at bay. Devinder Valmiki, experienced campaigner. Hardik, the captain, of course, of HILGC. He will be looking to inspire his team and get them on the front foot. You just feel the first goal in this game could be crucial. Sam Ward will be looking to add to his tally as well tonight. Last night they were very nervous watching the game between Surma and the Pipers. So this is the way it works. Lancers versus Raw, first versus second. The loser will go into a qualifier to play the winner of this game, the TOOFANS or HILGC. The winner of the Lancers Raws goes straight through to the final. Well, it should be a promising 2 matches tonight, and we have a day off tomorrow, and then we have the elimination. Well, we're going down to Tanya now for the toss of the coin.
स्वागत है भुवनेश्वर आप सबका हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग के एलिमिनेटर में। ये मुकाबला खेला जाएगा हैदराबाद तूफान्स और HILGC के बीच। मेरे साथ हैं दोनों कैप्टन्स सुमित वाल्मीकि and हार्दिक सिंह, along with the on-field umpires, and it is time to flip the coin.
Kiwi or HIL? Kiwi. Kiwi it is.
You won the toss. What have you decided?
We start the ball.
The TOOFANS have won the toss and they will start the play.
Well, the TOOFANS win the toss once again, and as they've done, I think, throughout the tournament, they've decided to start with the ball. Well, now we will hear from the coaches of both teams, and first it will be Pasha Khadaman of the TOOFANS.
Pasha, your team has got good rhythm. Today is an eliminator, and from now onward, you cannot afford losing a single match.
No, yeah, that's true. So let's see how we start today. I think the last match was pretty good, but you also saw that they're a very decent and strong team. They came from a doubleheader last time, so I'm curious what type of energy they will bring. But I also saw so many good things. If we can bring that to the pitch today again, then at least we have a chance. The next 2 matches, we'll see after today.
But I think their defense and their goalkeeping has been a matter of concern for past couple of matches. So what are your plans up there in the D?
Yeah, I think that well, we try to look at ourselves as much as possible, because I think that in such a short competition, you just try to focus on what can you do better. So I think there's a couple of principles in the circle that we started implementing halfway the season, and we've been doing really well. In the last match, we did quite a lot of them pretty well, but in a couple of moments we were too wild. Like 4 shots got blocked, and I think we can bring a lot more towards the goal and make their goalkeeper make the saves. Yeah.
All the best for the match, and I'll hope you'll do a wheelie on the bike after the game.
Let's see if we can do that today.
विक्रम, इस मुकाबले का महत्व सबको पता है। आपकी टीम का डिफेंस और गोल कीपिंग जो सबसे ज़्यादा स्ट्रेंथ आपकी थी, वो थोड़ी सी लड़खड़ा रही है, क्या उस पर कार्य किया है?
हाँ, हमें जैसे कि लास्ट मैच खेला है तो हमें काफ़ी टाइम मिला उसके ऊपर काम करने में। तो जैसे देखेंगे तूफान टीम भी काफ़ी अच्छा उनका फॉरवर्ड लाइन खेला है, जो पिछला मैच में आप ये करेंगे तो हमने उसके ऊपर काम किया है, हमारे गोलकीपर के ऊपर भी और शॉट कॉर्नर के ऊपर भी। तो यही मैं बोलूँगा, आज का मैच काफ़ी अच्छा होगा और टीम अच्छा परफॉर्म करेगा।
All the best for the match.
Thank you.
Well, the umpires now make their way out, and I can tell you, Kun van Bunga is on your left-hand side. David Tomlinson from New Zealand is on your right. And our video umpire for this match is Raghu Prasad from India. These are the girls from the KISS University. As the players make their way out, Hardik and Sumit lead their teams out into the centre of the field. One of these teams will get the chance to play for the magnificent Hero Hockey India League trophy, while the other will play off for the bronze medal. We will know which is which in just over an hour's time. The TOOFANS fans again flying their flags in the crowd
Introducing the team.
As we pause now for each of the players to be introduced.
Jersey number 8, team captain Hardik Singh. 1, James Masarellu. 3, Rahul Yadav. 5, Surinder Kumar. 6, Kane Russell. 9, Sudeep Chinmaku. 12, Ajit Yadav. 13, Sam Ward. 14, Lalit Kumar Upadhyay. 18, Priyabarta Talim. 20, Shadanan Tiwari. 22, Prashant Kumar Chauhan. 28, Jasjit Kula. 32, Tangai Kosius. 40, Simon Yotson. 45, Prasant Balla. 47, Gurjot Singh. 56, James Albery. 88, Manmeet Singh. Introducing the team, Hyderabad Toofans. Jersey number 17, team captain Sumit. 1, Bikramjit Singh. 4, Amandip Lakra. 7, Zachary Wallace. 8, Mukul Sharma. 10, Arshdeep Singh. 15, Sundaram Singh Rajawat. 16, Nick Woods. 18, Neelakanta Sharma. 20, Talwinder Singh. 22, Jake Anderson. 23, Arthur Disluver. 25, Mitchell Sudhoff. 27, Rohit Singh Eringbaum. 74, Jean Paul Danburg. 78, Rajinder Singh. 92, Devinder Valmiki. 99, Shilanand Lakra.
And now we're just waiting for the dignitaries to make their way out onto the field of play, and tonight I can tell you that our dignitaries are as follows. We have Mr. Sukanta Kumar Panigrahi, Honourable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, Kandhamhal, Odisha. Mr. BJ Swain, Additional Secretary cum CEO of HPCO. Ms. Sonali Chand, Deputy Secretary DSYS. Mr. William Kalko, Olympian, and Ms. Shrabani Nanda, also an Olympian, and they're all accompanied by Mr. B.N. Bhushan, Director of Hockey India. My name's Ashley Morrison, and I'm looking forward to sharing what is going to be a crucial game for these two if they want to lift the trophy in a few days' time. And alongside me, looking forward to all of the action, as he's been for most of the tournament, is Sandeep Samesh.
Good evening, Ashley. Good evening to our viewers across the world. Yes, after 20 days of intense hockey, here we are at the business end of the tournament, with the Toofans taking on HILGC. Just to remind our viewers, in the last league game that they played, the Toofans got the better of HILGC 3-2. Can they repeat that today in the knockout?
Yeah, it'll be very interesting. As we said, HILGC, I think, were worrying whether they were going to get through last night, and eventually they snuck through just because Surma needed one more goal. I think hats off to JSW Surma last night for their efforts, and our feelings go out to those players who were utterly devastated at the end of the match. But HILGC, again, worthy to be there, and I'm really pleased that we've got two Indian coaches in these semi-final matches.
Yeah, HILGC and the Ranchi Royals, who we see later on, where they take on the Kalinga Lancers.
Vikram Pillai will go head-to-head tonight with Pasha Khadaman for the Toofans, and it should be a cracking game. HILGC, a lot of people were tipping them not to make the top four, and of course last year they just missed out by 1 point. They actually had a better goal difference than the team that was above them, which was the Tamil Nadu Dragons, but they were just a point short, and had we not had a bonus point for shootouts, they would have actually jumped into the top four. Well, the dignitaries have made their way to the end of the line now, so we will pause for the national anthem of India.
Stand for the national anthem. आप सभी से गुजारिश है, कृपया भारत के राष्ट्रीय गान के लिए खड़े हो जाएं और साथ गाएं।
national anthem has been played, and as he went down that line, you would have seen a couple of players missing for the TOOFANS, Akib and Tim Brand. They were standing in the dugout, both of them, we believe, carrying slight injuries, so unlikely to play in this game. Take a look at the TOOFANS lineup. Jean-Paul Danneberg gets the nod to start in goal. Arthur De Sluva and Amand Lacroix will be crucial in defence. Mukul Sharma's got stronger every game, and he will be on the right-hand side of defence. Sumit on the left. They're going with 4 in the midfield today. Zach Wallace, Nilakantha Sharma, Mikhail Strutov and Shilanand Lacroix. And they'll be looking to link up with Arshdeep, who's always lively, and Jacob Anderson. Coming off the bench is Rohit, going to get his first goal for us tonight. Look out for Talvinder, and also Rajinder Singh is another key player, having won 2 Player of the Match awards. Final huddle for the TOOFANS.
A quick look at the HIL GC team. Starting in the goal will be James Mazzarello, Priyabharta Talim, Simon Yostin, Kane Russell and Surinder Kumar bring up the back 4. Central midfield Hardik Singh, Manmeet Singh and Tangai Kosyans. Up front Lalit Kumar Upadhyay, Sam Ward and Gurjot Singh. Coming off the bench, we got for Sudeep Churmako, Ajit Yadav, the likes of James Albury.
Yeah, I think definitely Ajit is one to look out for. He's been so lively for HILGC and has won many of their penalty corners that have resulted in Kane Russell scoring. There's Vikram Pillai, the coach of HILGC. And there's Pasha Khadiman, the only coach from last year to have got his team back into the top 4. They finished 3rd last year and got all the way through to the final, won the silver. They got 3rd place this year. So no changes there. It's James Mazzarello warming up, slightly less vigorous from Jean-Paul Danneberg. So just waiting for the countdown clock to appear, and then we can get things underway. There's a few butterflies in both coaches' stomachs at the moment.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Well, the whistle goes straight away and the TOOFANS get us underway. Jacob Anderson going back to Mikhail Strutov. And dispossessed by Sam Ward and HILGC. Trying to come forward, but Strutov coming back. It is going to be a free hit as Ward just was obstructed. Pushed out wide by Kosyans. Hardik into the circle. Good strong defence by De Sluva. Anderson, but unfortunately just got caught under the feet of Zach Wallace. And again, taken quickly by HILGC. Down the side they go. It comes to Priyabharta Talim. Kane Russell to Simon Yorston. How important will Kane Russell's penalty corners be? Key thing is to restrict the penalty corners. Going to play on quickly. Arshdeep just feeds it back to Nilakantha Sharma. Strutov into the circle. Lovely pass by him. Couldn't get it under control though. Was Shilanand, and it's, well, very nearly pounced upon.
Sloppy bit of defensive work by HILGC in the D after the ball was played from Strutov. Now going all the way back and recycling.
So maybe a few nerves, as we said, out there at the moment. Shilanand Lacroix. And it is a penalty corner won by him. It looked to me like it was a backstick from the defender.
Shilanand Lacroix doing well when he received the ball there. Made sure he stayed in the D, and that is a back stick.
Yeah.
TOOFANS have their first penalty corner.
Off the back of the stick of Gurjot. So the first penalty corner goes to the TOOFANS. 10 from 42, 23% conversion rate. One of the better ones in the tournament. HILGC, of course, have the best conversion rate, 35%. So Amandeep Lacroix, a lot of pressure on his shoulders, as most of the flicking has been done by him. There's Mazzarello lining up, slight shift, and it's a mistrap this time. It's gone all the way through to HILGC, and they've got 4 on 2 if they move the ball quickly. Kosyans, Lalit, into the circle. Oh, well, what did that come off in the end? I think it must have been off the goalkeeper. It looked like it was going in from Ward.
It was Danneberg. I thought he made that save. HILGC on that counter.
And they're still coming forward now. Good deflection by Hardik towards the top of the circle. Won a free hit. Hardik plays on. Lalit trying to turn. Good defence again, battling away. That was good from Shilanand Lakra. They come to rotate it. Comes to Kane Russell. And that was a painful blow off the foot of Arshdeep. In it goes, and a great save, Danneberg, that time.
He did so well, Danneberg. He was coming to the ground, just thought with his left glove that was, he just palmed it away. Hardik breaks to Russell.
So again, HILGC looking to sustain the pressure. Kane Russell, good pass. Lovely turn by Manmeet. Manmeet into the circle, and just a little mix-up between him and Gurjot.
The ball played straight into the D. No defensive work there from the Toofans.
And that was the save from Danneberg from Ward just before that. The Sluber feeds it forward to Nilakanta. And it's been a very lively opening 3 minutes. Chances at both ends. Strutov. Rajinder now. Ward forces him back.
Very close on Strutov are they? The HILGC do not want to give him any place to play the ball up front, forcing him to go square or back.
Amandeep throws it high and up the flank. But they wanted the free hit for the player encroaching, not given though. Much to the frustration of Devinder Valmiki. Aubrey now, a little bit of space as Talvinder comes back and closes him down. They go through to surrender. Kane Russell. And it's a good steal that time by Rohit. Rohit feeds it in nicely to Talvinder. Pincer movement closes him down, and it just came off the stick that time of Prasant Bala, but it's back now with Rajinder. Rajinder for the Toofans. Tries to cut in. Good work by Yorston. Yorston's stolen it back again. Talvinder's got it back off Yorston. And then Yorston steals it once more, and Jasjeet will carry it out.
Team turnovers from both the teams. In the far corner, Yorston and Rajinder involved in that.
It certainly would appear that there are a little bit of nerves out there in this game.
Yeah, from both teams, I thought not the fluency that we are used to seeing from them.
Lovely steal from Rajinder. Now it's Talvinder breaking forward, drops the ball back to Strutov. He was looking for support. There wasn't a great deal. In it goes. Did it catch a foot? No. And it's going to be a 16.
Strutov did not find the right player inside the D. Trying to find Jacob Anderson, just not able to stop that ball, was he?
Aerial pass out of defence, brought down on the far side. And strong run, ends in a penalty corner. That was Ajit with lively feet again, taking on the opposition. And Pillay looks on with a slightly pained expression early in the match. Kane Russell. Hardik. Yorston now going to be closed down by Shilanand. Aubrey comes back to help him out. Hardik. And now throw to the air, straight down the middle. There's a slight touch. It's kept in play by Ajit. Ajit now looking to take on Devinder. And appeals for a foot from the Toofans, not being given. So they're having to play on, and Shilanand comes across, looked to turn into trouble, and just got a stick check off Sam Ward. So Devinder again now, a little bit of space on the right-hand side. He looks to utilise that. Oh, dear me. It was a lovely pass up the side, and there was space, but just not tracked.
Just ran behind the HILGC defence. Was that Good measured pass from Devendra, just not able to keep it in play.
Jasjeet now helping it forward. Nice turn from Prasant Bala, but Nick Woods goes with him. Little stick poke, sees him steal it away. And Woods has been penalised and not happy about that decision. I thought he got the ball pretty cleanly.
Umpire did seem to indicate a back stick.
It was miscontrolled by Manmeet as he was trying to get into the circle. So Devinder Valmiki picks up the loose ball, takes it into the corner. Everybody stopped except for Manmeet. The whistle hadn't blown. Have to be careful with that. TOOFANS throw it up to halfway. Taking quickly, Nilakanta feeds it down. Shilanand now tries to pull it back. Good awareness that time by Arshdeep to just steal it as it was really played to nobody. Crossfield ball now to Mukul Sharma. Nice lead again from Talvinder, but once more they don't manage to trap it and it dribbles over the baseline.
That was a good ball. Talvinder not able to keep it in play, harmlessly goes over the baseline.
Oh, and good pressure. Wallace into the circle, and a free hit's been given against Wallace. And the umpire actually said, I made a mistake, my apologies, it is actually a free hit, TOOFANS.
Tangai Costumes that was on the ball was dispossessed. TOOFANS. Team turnover.
Again, an easy turnover. Now it's Ajit Yadav looking to take on Amadou Lakra. And Lakra will let that one run over the baseline. Good defense by Lakra.
And Ajit Yadav, he was just alone in attack. And Amandeep Lakra did well to just channelize him wide and let the ball go over the goal line.
Going past the halfway stage of the first quarter. I'm sure both coaches will just want them to hold the ball maybe a little bit longer and make sure that the passes stick. Nilakanta Sharma goes out. It will be, well, I thought it was going to be a free hit. Eventually the whistle does go. Zach Wallace comes back, but it's a lot further wide. There's to Zach Wallace, who turns. Aubrey's ahead of him, pushes it out onto the flank. Comes back to Amandeep. Nilakanta Sharma, Manmeet, through the legs it goes to Strutov. Changes direction. Tries to throw it out wide, jumping ahead. Good work by Aubrey, over the side it goes. So it is a TOOFANS ball. Comes back now to Mukul Sharma. Amandeep Lakra throws it into Nilakanta Sharma. Sumit is wide on the left and the ball comes out to him. Played forward now to Arshdeep, who's been marked very closely by Talem. And a good little stick poke from him takes it over the side. So it'll be TOOFANS ball near the corner flag. Although they've actually been coming back. Sumit to Arthur De Sluver, who slips. He did that the other night. Maybe it's time for a new pair of shoes. Maybe the tread's just going. And Woods had to double back. There was nothing really on the left-hand side.
This is better to see. Patient. They were for a while. A turnover and HLGC.
Well, Yorston blind passed it back and has turned it over now to Arshdeep. Arshdeep into the circle. Arshdeep still going. He got the foot of Kane Russell. Although Kane Russell is pleading with the umpire.
Just thought it was a tackle from Kane Russell and it rolled over.
We're going to have a referral, I think.
Good. HIL was saying was no stick check. Can you please check?
Yes, I'll look for stick check and get back to you.
So we're actually looking for a stick check, not a foot. This was the run from Arshdeep. He got the
ball. But is he looking for the stick check from Albury earlier on? I'm not sure. There's nothing there.
I did wonder that as well. It looked like Albury may well have caught the stick of Arshdeep first.
That one there. There's nothing from Kane.
Yeah, to me it looked like there was a stick check from Albury which took the ball away from Arshdeep.
Kun, I have an advice for you. There was no stick check. You can restart with a bully and they keep their referee.
Okay, thank you. So bully, guys.
So no penalty corner. TOOFANS questioning now that decision. Well, again, it's one of those, it's a bully, so who's going to be given back the ball? The TOOFANS feel it should be theirs, but sportingly, they give it to HILGC. I think it should be a competitive bully, and whoever wins it, wins it. Because the whistle went as the TOOFANS were attacking, so they missed out, but they've just given the ball to the defence. Here they come again now. Talvinder keeps it in play this time, into the circle, lays it across. Great ricochet, and it's kept out. How was that kept out? De Sluiver was just about to turn away in celebration. Top of the circle, not trapped this time. And here come HILGC. They've not got many players forward, so just held up that time intelligently by Sudeep Chamako.
For a moment I thought that had crossed the goal line, but HILGC trying to create something of this. Played across the face of the goal, laid up well.
Surrender Kumar, who just kept it out.
Yeah, beautifully done by Surinder in the end.
Now it is HILGC. It's going to be a free out with just under 3 minutes remaining. And Pillay, I think, feeling it should have been theirs. Tim Brand on shot. We're not likely to see him in action, we've been told. There's a slight groin injury. De Sluiver. Square to Amandeep. I think he was sure that had gone over the line. He was probably in the best position to see falling over the baseline. This one you'd really want to have a zoom shot above the goal just to see where the surrender stick just picked it up behind the goal. In the Hockey World League there was one of those, it was given us a great save on the line, and when we zoomed in close it had actually crossed the line. De Sluiver brings it down. Nick Woods. Square now to Sumit. Pushing up was Yorston. Talvinder trying to turn Surrender. Woods again. We'll go out onto the right-hand side to Devinder Valmiki. Slight touch and Wallace couldn't get it the way he wanted it. Now there's a chance to break forward, although the whistle has gone, so it'll be a free hit to HILGC.
TOOFANS for a moment were very patient in their build-up. Retained a lot of the ball, but just could not make it count.
Kane Russell carries it forward now. Surrender looping round behind him. Huddy. It's for Rohit to come towards him, then throws it high. So the hit goes the way of De Sluiver. He leaves it behind. Short pass comes from Wallace, and Sumit under pressure from Ward. Comes back to Amandeep. Kanta, up the side it goes, strong running from Rajinder, over the side it will go. We're into the final 36 seconds, can they force a penalty corner or even better get a goal? Top of the circle, it's Talvinder. Talvinder slips it back to Nilakanta. Into the circle it goes, and a penalty corner has gone the way of the TOOFANS. What a time to score if they can.
The ball just played into the D, and I think that was Kane Russell made the interception, a lifted ball, and a penalty corner to TOOFANS, the second.
Kane Russell just lifting it into Rohit. So now a real test for James Mazzarello and his defence. Can the TOOFANS find a way through? After De Sluva just looking up at the scoreboard. So Amandeep Lakra and Rajinder at the second battery. They go to Amandeep, they trap this time. It's been saved and completely missed, unfortunately, by Talvinder. And another penalty corner that in the end won by him.
Wait, there's no one within playing distance? There's no danger.
Amandeep Lakra, it was with the drag flick, was saved from Mazzarello, or was it off the postman? Just made a hash of it on the rebound. Talvinder. The TOOFANS have another one.
Well, will it be third time lucky for Amandeep Lakra? One mistrapped, and it's mistrapped again at the top of the circle. Nilakanta picks it up, slides it in, and I think was a deflection from Shilanand. The hoot has gone for the end of the quarter.
Not able to trap that on the injection. Just wasted yet another penalty corner, the TOOFANS.
So two mistraps from penalty corners by the TOOFANS out of the three they've won. And they've had to work hard to win those penalty corners, so they'll be frustrated with that. Head into the first break. It is HILGC 0, Hyderabad TOOFANS 0. Take a look at the highlights now from the first quarter in this eliminator. In it goes from the TOOFANS, but a mistake made at the back, and in the end they managed to save it and concede a long corner. That was a great save by Danneberg to get the deflection from Sam Ward away. And then another, well, this was a good spell from them, and Danneberg made another really good save to deny Ward. So two saves in quick succession from the big German goalkeeper. Rajinder found Talvinder, and then across the face of goal it came, and this was a great chance. They thought they'd got it in. Well, it was De Sluva and then a touch from Rohit, but somehow Surrender Kumar kept the ball out. And the last penalty corner of the quarter, they couldn't trap it at the top of the circle, and in it went. And whether there was a touch or not quite sure. I don't think there was. And again, it's good to see those young ladies here taking in the hockey from the Kalinga International School of Social Sciences.
Just a little scrappy, I thought, by both the teams in the first quarter. Maybe the pressure of the knockout telling on them.
Yeah, I mean, officially the tournament's over, although they will get, of course, the chance to play for the bronze medal. And in fact, whoever loses tonight, ironically, will get an extra rest day. So Strutov plays it back to De Sluva. Nilakanta Sharma. You feel now the way these teams have played started that the first goal is going to be crucial. Tanguy Cousins feeds it wide onto the flank. Gurjot forced to go back. Tell him to Kane Russell.
Falling back in numbers with the TOOFANS into their defense, forcing HILGC to go back, and that has been turned over. It's a 2v1 situation. Shilanand Lakra goes by himself.
Shilanand Lakra squares it. It's a goal to Shilanand Lakra, the defender putting the ball into his own goal. Jacob Anderson was there, but Shilanand will claim the opening goal.
You cannot make mistakes like that in defense. We spoke about it in the knockout game. The mistakes are what are going to cost you. Stolen away from Shilanand. Beautiful dummy soul to Kane Russell, and then just trying to keep it away was Hardik Singh off his stick into the goal, and TOOFANS have the first goal.
Well, how important will that prove? Shilanand trying to put it on a plate for Anderson. Fadiman happy with that. And now the big question is, can HILGC come back? The teams that have restricted them when it came to penalty corners have been victorious. Hardik, though, has won a free hit for his side. Kane Russell now. James Aubrey. Comes to Russell again. Aubrey once more tries the angle pass, picks out Manmeet. He just didn't get it under control the first time. Strutov surrounded by players, loses out. Ward looking to slip it to Talem. Talem, two defenders go with him, looking for a foot. In the end, it's carried out, and Arshdeep was impeded.
Arshdeep did well. He had 3 HILGC players around him, just pulled it inside, ensured he earned the foul and the free hit for TOOFANS.
So Desluva throwing it high, it goes over the head of Hardik. It's going to be the TOOFANS ball. Strutov coming back, but Sumit will be the player to take it for them. Amandeep to Nilakanta, back to Amandeep. With pressure again coming from Manmeet and Lalit as well. Sumit, as Ward looks to close him down, he has to double back again. Try and find Desluva, just squeeze the ball through the gap. Lovely pass now. And Rajinder, his pass down the line was just pushed over the side.
Great ball rotation from TOOFANS.
Strutov, well, he was looking to bring that one down from the air and just got it horribly wrong.
It's just a difficult bounce. Thought he was in two minds whether to let it bounce or to go on the volley. He did neither.
Yep, he certainly did. He looked like he was going to take it on the full, and then on the half volley and missed it on both occasions. Aubrey goes back again to Kane Russell. And the pressure being applied that time by Arshdeep. Got it out wide, Surrender feeds it up the sideline, but intercepted well by the TOOFANS. Good pass to Shilanand Lakra. Shilanand Lakra into the circle, goes on the reverse stick. Mazzarello saves, but it will be a penalty corner.
Shilanand Lakra is on fire, is he not? He has been very, very electric every time he got a ball. Look at that for a run. Eliminate his defender, enter the D, and gone with the tomahawk. Mazzarello had to make the save. The TOOFANS have their 4th penalty corner.
Well, I agree. Shilanand Lakra really looks fired up tonight. The man from Sundagar and the Steel Plant Sports Board. So Desluva now is lining up at the first battery, and Rajinder at the second. Will they give Rajinder the chance? Oh no, it's Amandeep Lakra is at the first battery. They go to Lakra again, and good running by the first runner. The rebound came back, but wide it went from Strutov. That was a really good opportunity.
Yeah, pretty much had the goalkeeper at his mercy. A good charge and fell nicely for Strutov. Just not getting the angle right.
No, yeah, good defensive play by Sumit to just steal that away from Lalit. Strutov. Good skills there to get him out of trouble. Woods looking to feed it forward. Good lead from Arshdeep. Kane Russell comes across. Arshdeep pulls away. Look to play it to the back post to the run that came from Rajinder, but it was good defensive work by HILGC. Closed him down. Desluva finds Anderson now near the baseline. Anderson feeding it back. Shot on the turn, and he hits Anderson for his troubles.
Well, good work by Anderson. He created that space on the baseline, brought on the aerial ball, and Arshdeep found Anderson back with a try on goal.
It's a long way from goal. Arshdeep's been busy. Hardik put under pressure, wanting the free hit. Strutov, but goes the captain of HILGC's way.
Just like to see Hardik play a little more up front. At the moment, to me, he's playing too deep in his own half.
I don't think he's able to influence the game as much from that deep. Kane Russell to Hardik. Struthoff though going with him. Hardik turns and throws it out wide onto the right hand side. Brought down well this time by Prasant Bala, but Sumit pounces and steals it away. De Sluva, he's lost out now. One back by Sumit, but it will be a free hit to HILGC. Sam Ward over the ball, plays it back to Surender Kumar. Talvinder comes out. Kane Russell now. Back to Surender Kumar. And Russell had to retreat to retrieve that ball. Devinder Valmiki. But I think, to be fair, Jasjeet was stationary underneath the ball. And came in just a little bit too close to Jasjeet. It's deflected off the TOOFANS, and it'll be a ball by the corner flag.
This time it was a good touch from De Sluva.
And Russell again, top of the circle, it's inside the circle. Great strong defence from De Sluva. Lalita thought he was lining up a shot, stolen away by Jasjeet, but back by the TOOFANS. Good work again by Arshdeep. Comes wide now. Talvinder's got space to exploit if he can. Looks to cut inside Russell, but then he's met by Albury. Good covering defence by James Albury.
They did well, Kane Russell and James Albury double teaming to force Talvinder to go back. Gives HILGC time to reorganise their defence.
James Albury, who went to Nottingham Trent University, studied sports science. That will put him in good stead as an international athlete. Shilanand Lakra again coming out to get the ball. Jasjeet gives chase. Shilanand, and well-timed tackle from Sam Ward that time. Ward
trying to get past one too many was Shilanand Lakra on that occasion. Sam Ward just pulled it away from him.
Russell to Hardik again. And look at the three players closing him down. Still manages to get the ball away though. Nice turn by Sudeep Chamarko, looking to take on Devinder Valmiki. Sudeep Chamarko, he's got the better of one. Devinder though stole it just before he got towards the circle. Wonderful tackle. Devinder seems to like that basketball style thing. The corner flag's gone miles away. And that's De Sluva. He lost out for a second. It's going to be a free hit to HILGC. Cosines angles the pass in. Sudeep Chamarko turned, and Ward will get that because the defender turned into trouble. Ward looks to lift it over the keeper. It's wide. Danneberg in the end did well.
That was Devinder who was on the ground. Not sure what he did, but HILGC with the ball. Space on the right.
Surender Kumar wanted to hit that one into the circle, but there was no opportunity. Nilakanta this time blocking.
Ball played into the D, and Sam Watt so strong on the ball, just took it away from Devinder. Just thought Danneberg got a touch on that and went harmlessly over the goal post, and the HILGC have a penalty corner.
That was a similar one, I think, to the one we saw the other night. Mukul Sharma coming into that space and conceding a penalty corner. There was no need because Ajit was under the ball, stationary.
What was he thinking? I mean, the rule is pretty simple. With the aerial ball into the D, first under the ball will have to take it. He just backpedaled into him, and a soft penalty corner to concede.
And this is a dangerous moment because, as we all know, Kane Russell has been in great form. 35% conversion rate, the highest of any team. HILGC. Ward is at the second battery. Kane Russell is at the first. Goes to Kane Russell. Good running by the first runner. Comes back to Albury. And the whistle's gone for another penalty corner.
He took the line well, but just could not get it on the stick. Off the foot, penalty corner. The second one to HILGC.
Kane Russell once again lines up at the first battery. Hardik injects. Good trap, good flick, good save. Well, a very good save in the end. Kane Russell shakes his head. Wry smile from the coach.
Not sure if it came off Mazzarella or from the postman, but what is important is it has been saved. It was off the postman.
Yeah, Arthur De Sluva.
Beautifully done by him. Saw the ball, and just hooked it away.
De Sluva carrying it forward as we're approaching the final 5 minutes of the first half. TOOFANS leading by 1-0 at the moment. Mukushama carries it forward now, cuts in away from Hardik, tries to play it to Anderson, but Jasjeet aware no one was behind, happy to let that one run over the baseline.
It was a good ball played into Anderson on his reverse side, just had a little too much.
So it goes to Yorston. The sideline it goes, it's Rajinder that steals it away from Jasjeet this time. Goes back into the defensive line. De Sluva trying to pull away, did for a second, but pursued again, comes into Woods. Woods shows a lot of the ball to Jasjeet, did well to keep possession. Sumit feeds it forward now. Strutov looking to take on Hardik. Strutov goes onto his forehand. Two players there, finds Anderson. Anderson tries to turn. Brilliant tackle in the end by Kane Russell. Very strong on the ball.
Well, Anderson had a chance to play it back to Sumit and change the point of attack, and chose to go the same way.
James Aubrey feeds it forward, finds Cossins. Cossins a little stick jab, lost it for a second, got it back. Now it's Priyabhata Talam, plays it forward. Manmeet just on the edge of the circle, short pass, and just over the baseline it went off the stick of Mukul Sharma. Beginning to see Sudeep Chamarko getting involved, and he is such a dangerous player. Hardik comes out now to Yorston. Arshdeep is looking to close him down now. Rajinder does close down Surrender Kumar. Yorston to Kane Russell. Flicked into Hardik, and Arshdeep's there again, pestering him, and gives away the free hit. Hardik wants to go to the air again, but in the end goes back to Yorston.
Very clear, the TOOFANS, they do not want to give Hardik space in the center. Every time he has the ball, he is closed down fast, forcing him to play square.
So Talam, good pass to Manmeet. Manmeet trying to get past two players, feeds it out wide onto the right-hand side. Sudeep Chamarko got past one. It's won a free hit. Second challenge coming in from Strutov. Not a fair one according to the umpire. Aubrey now goes back to Talam once more. Kane Russell to Yorston. It's Talam again, faced with Anderson. Decides not to take him on, keep possession. Now Russell throws it into the air, but straight to Strutov. Sudeep Chamarko comes back to close down Strutov. He got past Hardik, but pushed the ball a little bit too far ahead, and Yorston stole it back for HILGC. We're approaching the final 2 minutes now of the first half. Can HILGC find an equaliser before half-time? Free hit taken by Aubrey. Sudeep Chamarko keeps it in play. Back to Aubrey again. Good defence though by the TOOFANS. Talim to Russell. Hardik deflects to the top of the circle. De Sluva did well. Now there's a chance to carry out. Nick Woods gives it square to Rajinder. Rajinder has Talvinder wide. He plays it through the middle. Arshdeep gets it. Oh, where did that go? It looked like it just went through the pads.
Well, the angle a little too narrow, but a great move from TOOFANS. Set up from Rajinder. Look at that for a ball. Beautifully picked up. Just going across the face of the goal. Nobody at the second pole.
He certainly got some power behind that, Arshdeep, but nobody was coming in. I think it was a clear shot at goal.
Yeah, he went for goal, though the angle was narrow, and don't think he had any other choice.
If you saw the coach's face, I think the coach felt that he did have another choice just to hold it up, but I think he had to be careful because the defence was coming back. Into the final minute now. Free hit to Sluva. And this time it is a free hit to HILGC. Hardik, a little bit of space, was closed down quickly, played it off the foot of Wallace. Hardik now. Shilan and Lakra came back. Rajinder stole it, but not fairly. 34 seconds. Free hit inside the 23. Vikram Pillai looks on with a pained expression on his face. Can they get one before half-time? Ricochett's up off the stick of Anderson over the sideline. Talon will take it, feeds it down the line. Lalit back to Talon into the circle, and Danneberg, well, he kept it in play very well into the corner to Strutov, who'll just run the clock down now for the TOOFANS. And there goes the hooter. Danneberg did very well to keep that in play and not concede a long corner. And Strutov, well, he got the chance to just showcase his close ball skills. Well, HILGC have threatened. Danneberg, 2 very big saves in the first half, keeping his side in it. But as we head into half-time, it's HILGC 0, Hyderabad TOOFANS 1.
मेरा नाम अमनदीप लाकरा है और मैं हैदराबाद टीम के से मैं सिलेक्शन होकर मैं खेल रहा हूँ HIL में, और मेरा पोजीशनिंग है डिफेंडर। जैसे हम लास्ट सीज़न में बहुत बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है HIL सबके लिए, जैसे हम यंगस्टर के लिए खासकर हम बहुत बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है ये। काफ़ी फॉरेन प्लेयर्स ऐसे थे कि मतलब मैं समझ नहीं पाया था उनका क्या पोजीशनिंग है, स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, उनका क्या मतलब किस तरीके से उनको बॉल चाहिए। और लास्ट टाइम इतना मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिला था, बट जितना मिला था मैंने अच्छा किया भी है। और इस सीज़न में मुझे थोड़ा ज़्यादा चांसेस मिल रहे हैं, तो मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ इस सीज़न को कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मैं उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को अवेलेबल करूँ ज़्यादा।
On the floor because he's putting everything he can through this shot, and you see 1 goal lead for his team. Then Waller gives it back to him. He's not marked. What are the Pipers doing? You do not give that man any space in the difference it makes when the injection is accurate and the trap is perfect. He nutmegs Hart in goal, I think. Yeah, he certainly has arrived. Far castle injection, and in playing the ball, it's splitting Mazzarello. Look at him playing the ball. Lane giving it back to him. A back foot reverse shot, and that's pure power. You can see here his weight is going away from him. Then Waller gives it back to him. He's not marked. What are the Pipers doing? You do not give that man any space in the D, let alone a free shot.
Great play all around. Look at that. Such a difficult skill to do. The goalkeeper down on the ground, just lobbed it over him.
Well, that was a beautiful pass on the run, but Tom Craig's run started back in his own half.
Had great elevation and right into the sloppy bit of trapping there, and just with a turnaround on the top of the circle, got David Hart totally by surprise.
It's gone out of the circle, there's no doubt there. I think they were saying, was there a back stick?
Just a roll of the dice. The ball had gone out of the D, and a beautiful follow-up try from Bobby Singh.
Half-time here in the elimination final of the Hero Hockey Indy League 2026, and the TOOFANS are leading HILGC by 1-0. Take a look at the highlights from the first half, and it's fair to say the first quarter, both teams, a lot of easy turnovers, and just, I think, the nerves. There was a mistake there at the back, and good recovery by Kane Russell. Then Lally played it in. Brilliant deflection by Sam Ward. Good save, Jean-Paul Danneberg. And there was another good save by Danneberg moments later, again to deny Sam Ward taking the lead for HILGC. Into the circle it went again, and it was just a case of going over the baseline. And then Talvinder, across it came, and this they thought was in. Rohit deflected it. Surrender Kumar somehow kept it out, and then across it came. That was a great run by Shilanand Lakra, and unfortunately for Hardik, the captain of HILGC, put through his own goal, so the goal goes to Shilanand. He had another chance a few moments later, sharp save by Mazzarello. Penalty corner, Amandeep, and the chance came back to Strutov, who really hurried it a little bit and put it wide. And this was a mistake by Devinder Valmiki. Sam Ward, and in the end, a very important touch, took it wide. Otherwise, they would have been level. Mukul Sharma conceded a penalty corner. Kane Russell, and that was superb by Disluva at the back post. Another chance for Arshdeep from a really acute angle. Coach, I don't think, was too happy that he had the shot that he did, but it was certainly not a bad effort from a very, very tight angle. The dancers dancing down below, and the crowd. Well, Sandy, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I just thought the first quarter was very scrappy from both the teams, but in the second quarter I thought the TOOFANS had better control of the game. They seemed to have more possession of the ball and created clearer chances, probably not better ones, but clearer chances to the TOOFANS. And I just think the scoreline is fair at halftime.
I think we should see a difference from both teams. Both of them, I would think, trying to retain possession a little bit better than they did in that first half. Well, we're going to go down to hear from the coaches and their thoughts on the performances of their teams. And first it will be Pasha Hadaman and then Vikram Pillai.
Got the all-important first goal and you head in with a narrow lead. How did you see the first half, and what's the focus going to be in the second?
I think we started a little bit slow, then we got the first goal. Then I think we had 1 or 2, 3 opportunities, especially with the PC to score the 2-0. We didn't do that. And now, yeah, they got a little bit more momentum. Luckily, we defended really well, so let's make sure it shifts again towards our side.
All the best. Coach, down a goal heading into the break. You have created a few chances. Your thoughts on the first half and how you'll approach the second?
Yeah, we played pretty well, but unfortunately we could not score the goals. Otherwise, the team is playing fantastic. Just we are in the coming up quarter, we will be playing more attacking hockey where we can conserve a short corner, and we go for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, there you go. Going to be more attacking. We've got another game coming up next. This would to be decide which team goes straight through to the final. Will it be the Vedanta Kalinga Lancers, or will it be the Ranchi Royals? The Lancers finishing top of the ladder, Royals finishing second. If the Royals lose or the Lancers lose, they will play the winner of this game for a second chance to play in the final.
I was very happy with the way Vikram Pillai came out with his comments. He was very open about what they want to do, what he not.
Oh, he was. We're going to win penalty corners and we're going to get some goals and we'll be back in the game. And the thing is, there's a very good chance that they may well do that. But it seemed to me both teams just seemed very, very nervous in that first quarter, and probably the TOOFANS settled first in the match.
Yeah, it will be good to see how they progress into the second half. Definitely a 1-goal cushion is no cushion. That can get wiped out at any time by HILGC.
Well, the Bull Boys are back out on the field of play, and they have just come into the middle and then split up in a star formation to their various posts. Not surprising, the TOOFANS flags not flying quite so boldly tonight. I think they realise that this is a very tight match and there's plenty to play for. HILGC making their way out now onto the field of play, led out by James Mazzarello. If they get a goal back before TOOFANS get a second, it's game on. I think the TOOFANS really do need a second goal if they're going to go on and win this.
Yeah, absolutely, the TOOFANS. They will want to increase that lead and quickly. HILGC, I just think for them, Hardik has to come more into the game, needs to see a little more of the ball. At the moment, the TOOFANS are doing well to keep him at bay.
Well, the TOOFANS go into a huddle as soon as they get out onto the field of play. Final word of encouragement. You can see Arthur De Sloever talking. Such a key player for them, Arthur De Sloever. Not surprisingly, a change to the goalkeeper for HILGC. And Danneberg stays in goal for the TOOFANS. HILGC get us underway. The ball played back to their captain Hardik. Stolen away though by Jacob Anderson. Anderson now in a foot race with Hardik. And it's deflected off the captain's stick. And stolen back again. Good work by Nilakanta Sharma. Nilakanta. Anderson trying to get there. It's inside the circle. Shilanand was trying to... Well, it was like he was raking hay, wasn't it? But he didn't manage to get the ball. Lovely steal by Strutov now. Probably would have been better just going around the outside of Kane Russell that time, but he's won a free hit.
Yeah, could have gone down him and used the baseline, but chose to come in. Just good for them. They have retained possession of the ball, the TOOFANS.
Sharma now closed down by Lalit. Amandeep goes wide to Sumit. Sumit run by him and deflected by Yorston, but not brought under control, unfortunately, by Wallace. So it's going to be a ball from the side. Wallace has taken it quickly, advances, squeezed the ball through to Anderson. Anderson plays it towards the back post, and well, Mazzarello came out and very nearly put it on a plate for Shilanand.
He chose to go down and save it with his stick. James Mazzarello played into the James Anderson playing it across. Just wonder if his pad got stuck or something like that, but did well to get a stick out and put it out.
Good start in the opening minute and a half from the TOOFANS, but now it's with HILGC. Kane Russell plays it out onto the left-hand side. Surrender Kumar. Difficult ball that Lalit almost got under control. It just went over the side though. De Sloever. Mukul Sharma. Again, the TOOFANS. Wallace going back to De Sloever. Good pass forward to Strutov. He's into the circle, pushes it forward, trying to turn. Brilliant save again, Mazzarello. And it's bouncing around inside the circle, comes back to Strutov, shoots again, but this time it goes high over the crossbar.
A lot of pressure from the Hyderabad TOOFANS. They really had HILGC under the belt.
De Sloever goes back to Sumit. Took a deflection for the long corner. And with every player back, they had to come back out.
Strutov driving into the D, and Talwinder with a turnaround. And it all happened there in there, and HILGC did well to keep it out.
They did. You thought it was going to go in when it came across from Talwinder. Anderson, though, denied by another save on the line. Sumit running into trouble. He's managed to get a very good pass, but he's been completely cleaned up. And that was not deliberate. It was just Surrender Kumar was eyes on the ball, just trying to get on that ball, and collided with Sumit.
Great commitment.
In fact, he was trying to pull out, wasn't he?
Yes, Surinder was trying to pull out, but just the momentum of his run took him into Sumit.
And there's quite a big physical difference between those two. Sumit is more of a willowy character, whereas Sumit is a solidly built individual. And probably actually him trying to avoid the contact was probably worse for Sumit, because it looked like his shoulder just caught Sumit on the jaw or the side of the head. I'm pleased to say Sumit back up, hasn't needed to go off. Lovely pass to Shilanand Lakra into the circle, trying to get a shot away. Fed it to the baseline, but again couldn't link up with Rohit that time.
It was a great pickup by Shilanand Lakra. The ball played to his right, eliminated his defender almost as he picked it up. Thought of the tomahawk, turned around, just did not get the direction right on the last pass.
Again, it was good defence by Jasjeet, closing him down when he went to the reverse stick. Hardik. Shilanand, well, that's gone off him this time.
Just not giving any space to Hardik, are they?
Really
forcing him to go square or back all the time.
They really have closed him down. Of course, he was the FIH Player of the Year in 2023. Hardik. Out of the Mohali Hockey Academy, spent 4 years there. And he is again on the ball. Goes back to Kane Russell. Square now to Simon Yorston. Surrender, mistrapped by him. Ravinder Valmiki steps forward, looking for options, just takes a touch. Goes back to Amandeep. Woods turns. So clear shove in the back there on Rajinder. And somehow Bala got away with that one. Now it's Lalit. Lalit, and was that off the foot? It's going to be a long corner anyway. Aubrey has come forward quickly. TOOFANS bench watching on from the side attentively. Struck by Yorston, but he'll get it with ease. To Kane Russell. Plays it out to Jasjeet on the right-hand side. Jasjeet down the line to Hardik. Hardik now in an attacking position. Took a deflection off the defender's stick. It'll be HILGC ball down by the corner. Surrender comes forward to take it. Yorston. Aubrey. To Russell again. Hardik. Hardik. Just to get it out to Surrender. Cover coming from Rohit. Yorston again. Defensive play by the TOOFANS. That's a lovely ball forward now. Chance to turn for Lalit. Woods goes with him. Lalit plays it to Jasjeet. Short pass, manages to find Gurjot. He goes back to Kane Russell. Yorston.
Good passage of play for HILGC.
Aubrey now plays it into the circle, but De Sluva was there to clean up and then just plays it harmlessly onto the foot to ease the pressure for the TOOFANS.
Just thought it was beautiful defensive play from the TOOFANS. HILGC were trying to change the point of attack, but just held on to the structure, the TOOFANS in defense.
Nilakantha Sharma doing well under pressure from Sam Ward. He's on the ball again now. Devinder is wide, the short pass goes to him. Not much going back, he's only going to have to go back straight to Amandeep. And Devinder carried his run forward. Lalit stayed outside the 5 meters, now closes Devinder down. Smart play by Lalit. Strutov trying to turn Aubrey in the midfield. Sticking with him was Sudip Chamarko. A little bit of space now for Nilakantha Sharma, but closed down by Lalit. But look at the space now for Devinder. Yorston looks to close him down, but he just got the pass wrong at the top of the circuit. It looked like it just got caught in his stick.
The idea was good from Devinder. He was looking to lay it up for Shilanand Lakra on top of the circle.
Oh, it's a turnover though, top of the circle. Arshdeep, and it's stolen away by Shilanand, but it's a penalty corner has been given.
Yeah, all right. Raghu. I've got a referral from HIL saying that it hasn't hit the body, it's hit the stick and should be play on. I've blown penalty corner for hitting the body, so if it's hit the stick, it's a bully, but I've blown penalty corner.
I'll check whether it was a stick or a body. I'll get back to you.
I must admit, I didn't think it was a penalty corner at first as it was happening. Great intercept by Arshdeep, good awareness by him into the circle, and then Kane Russell came across. Does that hit the body of Surender Kumar? That's the question.
But the umpire was in a good position to see that.
This angle might be slightly better. You can see Surender on the right-hand side of your screen. There's the block from Russell. The ball goes up, and he's out of shot. So we're not going to get anything from that angle.
Like the handle of the stick, I thought it was a little tucked into his body. Arshdeep did well to just get it on his forehand side. Russell, great defensive work, did well to get a stick in the way.
This might show us better.
It's off the handle, I think.
Yeah, he was the first to say that it was off the handle.
Yeah, Chama, I have no advice possible. You may stick with your audition. There's no inner final. Thank you.
Penalty corner, Fowlers.
So if there's no advice possible, then HILGC keep their referral. The fifth penalty corner for the TOOFANs. And you'd have to say this is probably a vital time to score.
Yeah, we know that they do have some good drag flickers, the TOOFANs. Devinder and Amandeep lined up.
Amandeep this time at the second battery. Devinder Valmiki, who tends to like to hit the ball rather than flick. They go to Amandeep. It's a good save. Oh! What a finish that was in front of goal. That was Shilanand Lakra, I think. Well, he pounced on that so quickly.
The flick from Amandeep Lakra had to be saved, and it was saved by James Mazzarello. A good injection gave him enough time. Palm down, and look at Shilanand Lakra. He just latched onto it like a tiger and slotted home with the reverse. TOOFANs lead 2-0.
Wonderful bit of opportunism by Shilanand Lakra. And on the bench, they celebrate. Are the TOOFANs headed to their second Hero Hockey India League final? Or can HILGC come back? Shilanand Lakra's 2 goals at the moment, the difference between the two teams. We have just under 7 minutes left in the third quarter. There's plenty of time for HILGC to come back. Shilanand Lakra, a little smile and a nod from the goal scorer back in the dugout.
And why not? He deserves a smile.
He does. Aubrey now gets it into the circle, deflected out that time by De Sluver. It'll be a long corner. Good response by HILGC.
De Sluver took a good line. He knew where exactly the ball would come if it was crossed.
Jasjeet brings it down. And just to turn Wallace. Good defence by De Sluver. And that caught the foot though, just trying to get out of the way. Mukul Sharma, to be fair, he wasn't obstructing at all. And now it's Rohit with the ball. Anderson's going through the middle. Rohit going round the outside, trying to get the better of Yorston. He's played a super pass, but it just didn't go on the stick of Arshdeep.
But did it so well, Rohit from deep in his own half, carried the ball and set up Arshdeep beautifully, but just rolled over the baseline.
Rohit, one of the many players from Manipur. Hardik now to Yorston. Hardik now in the heart of the defensive line. Albury to Russell.
The TOOFANS have been the most structured in defense all through this tournament, I thought. They are doing it yet again today.
De Sluva has been outstanding along with Amandeep. But then you'd have to say the Lancers' defence as well has been very good with Arthur Van Doren.
That's what matters. When every time you have your defense tight, those are the teams that go on to win championships.
TOOFANS only conceded 7 goals in their 7 games. Sorry, no, they didn't. They conceded 11. I was looking at the amount of field goals they scored before today. It's a free hit to Rajinder. Strutov. Has just conceded 8. So again, what we were talking about there just confirmed. Arshdeep taking on the fluids. Yorston. Under 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. HILGC. Can they find a goal from somewhere? Trying to turn is Sudip Chamaka, cut infield and gets the free hit. Cosines comes forward. Throws it out and Surrender Kumar brings it down. Looking to take on Sumit. Sumit hassling him and gives away a free hit. Surrender takes it, self-passes, smashes it into Sumit's foot and gets another free hit, and this time it will be a long corner. Surrender wanting more than that.
That's Surrender asking for a penalty corner if it was intentionally played over the baseline.
Now it's Hardik, deflected again off the defensive stick, so it will be another long corner. Taking it from the wrong place, they need to take it directly opposite where it crossed the baseline. So now it's Cosines over the ball, and he coached, of course, the Belgium under-21s at the Men's Junior Hockey World Cup. Says he's taking a bit of a break now from the game after this. Surrender Kumar into the corner. Hardik across the face of goal. Well, it whistled past Sam Ward.
Just thought it was great awareness from Devinder. He's realized there's nobody behind him and just let the ball go across.
So De Sluva now on the sideline. Amandeep. Sumit. And Shilanand Lakra will receive. Talim looks to close him down. Good pass down the line to Arshdeep. Arshdeep, though, just caught his foot again.
Well, he doesn't seem to agree with the umpire. He just got himself tangled up a little.
It almost seems to me, because he does that quite a lot, sometimes he's receiving the ball and his feet are going probably a little bit too early. And he then gets tangled up with the ball in his feet, but he's such a wonderful player when he does get it on his stick. Stolen away by the TOOFANS, stolen back though, and foul committed as well. So good play again by Sudip Chamako. Surrender goes back into the defensive line. Kane Russell. Yorston. I've seen many clean sheets in hockey, but TOOFANS have the possibility of a second clean sheet now if they can keep this scoreline intact. And of course, won 6-0 against the Tigers. Through the middle it goes. What a pass to Talvinder. Brilliant covering defence. That was superb from Simon Yorston.
It's picked up by Shilanand. Shilanand set him up beautifully.
So Rajinder has now got a 2-minute card, so he'll be off for 37 seconds of this quarter and the first minute and a half, pretty much, of the 4th quarter. Good jot now, out wide, wins another free hit for HILGC. Can they get a goal before the final break? Ricochets up and Talon let that one run out over the sideline. It'll be HILGC ball. Rajinder sits watching on from the sideline. Kane Russell. Nice turn by Hardik. Tried to get the shot. He's won a penalty corner. Great play by the captain.
Yeah, did it so well, Hardik. The moment he received the ball, he knew what exactly he wanted to do. Just enter the D and taking the tomahawk, finding the foot, and HILGC have their third penalty corner.
Coming off the underside of the stick of Shilanand Lakra into the foot of Arthur De Sluva. So Kane Russell and Sam Ward line up again. What a time to score this would be. It would just change the complexion of the team talk from Vikram Pillai. You feel Russell can score. And don't forget he's after those neon socks. It's a missed trap at the top. Played back to the injector, Hardik. They won another penalty corner. The Hooters gone. And
yes, sorry. So it was a foot? Okay.
So the umpire, okay, just referring whether there was a foot.
Rago?
Yes, go on.
HIL saying it was a foot of the defender inside the circle. Can you please check?
Yes, please. I'll get back to you.
Says the ball by Hardik. Does it catch a foot on the way through? I think that does just clip Amandeep's.
On the outside of his foot, I thought Amandeep Lakra. Played to Hardik, and Hardik.
Yeah, it looks like there's a definite change of angle as the ball's going through. So Talem again kept it alive. Played it cleverly back down to Hardik. Woods managed to evade the ball, but does that just clip Amandeep Lakra's foot? Just the reaction of the players all around. It's usually a telltale sign, isn't it? And the way you see him pulling his foot away.
And that has brushed his foot.
Kern, I have an advice for you. It's a foot. You may restart with a penalty corner, and they gave their referee. Thank you.
Good referral by HILGC. So they get their fourth penalty corner and a second chance right at the end of this third quarter to pull a goal back. Remember, whoever loses this game can only play for the bronze medal match. So Kane Russell and Sam Ward line up again. They go to Russell at the first battery. Good save by De Sluva. Up in the air it goes. Was brought down by Bala. And this time it is all clear.
Saved off the goal line again, I thought. Good injection, and Russell going for the left angle and just played out from the goal line by Arthur, that was.
Now Arthur De Sluva doing well as the postman once again. And there was no danger as the ball came down. The TOOFANS staying out of that space as it fell to Bala. So the score at the end of the third quarter, Hyderabad TOOFANS 2, HILGC 0. As we look at the highlights now. Anderson receiving, played it in, Mazzarello. That was such an important save with Shilanand waiting. Then it was Strutov in, spin from Talvinder. Anderson towards goal, and another goal line save. I think it was Talem that actually got the final touch in front of goal. And then Shilanand again was causing trouble wherever he went. Played it, trying to combine with Rohit. And this time it was a penalty corner. Amandeep flicked, Mazzarello saved, and Shilanand was the first there. And that stretched the lead for the TOOFANS. Hardik, though, coming forward, wins the penalty corner again. Kane Russell denied by a superb save on the post after the hooter by Arthur De Sluva. And so, as we headed into the final break, it was TOOFANS 2, HILGC 0. Are the TOOFANS headed for the final. Now they'll have to play one more game, won't they, before we know that. But HILGC may find themselves having to contest the bronze.
HILGC will want to get a goal early in this last quarter. They want to come back into the game.
Interesting how the TOOFANS are sitting very deep from the restart. The whistle goes and back to Hardik it goes. And he leaves it on halfway. Ken Russell had to hurry as Arshdeep was looking to pounce. Surrender. Crossfield ball to Kane Russell. Yorston. Russell again. And a deflection that time. Off the stick of Talam, sees it go over to TOOFANS possession and a free out.
Intelligence pretty clear from the TOOFANS. They want to play with a packed defense and catch HILGC on the break.
Sluva. He's going to throw this one, I think. Well, it looked like he was going to throw it in the air, but Nilakanta Sharma just ghosted in behind Hardik. And fortunately, his pass too far ahead of Jacob Anderson.
He started a little late. Jacob Anderson did not read the ball. They go back into the defense, the TOOFANS.
Yorston to Russell, out wide to Surrender. Shilanand closing down. Russell throws it out onto the far side. Cosines brought it down, won a free hit, into the circle it goes. It's found the foot of Amandeep Lakra. Penalty corner number 5 for HILGC.
Well played into the D, and Amandeep Lakra just not able to keep his foot out of the way.
I can tell you the TOOFANS have the third best penalty corner defence after Kalinga and Surma, but they concede 1 in 6. 1 every 6 penalty corners, so this is number 5. Is this the moment where Kane Russell breaks through? Jean-Paul Danneberg will want it definitely not to be. So too will all the TOOFANS fans. Russell at the first battery, Ward at the second, and it's missed completely. Goes through in the end to Ajit, and Ajit wins the free hit, plays on quickly, not sure the ball was actually stopped, and this time it will be a free out and a painful blow for one of the TOOFANS.
I just wonder what happens at the penalty corners. We have seen a few not being stopped at the top of the circle. This time HILGC just went right through the stopper.
There were a lot of the players were complaining about the pitch in Ranchi, that it was a little bit bumpy. We haven't heard any similar complaints here. Yorston, after it was good work in the midfield, to win possession back by Gurjot. Surrender now to Kane Russell. Talvinder looks to close down. Munmi. Chamaka back to Kane Russell. Deflected out wide, but a little bit acute, the angle.
So the idea was good. He just wanted to play it first time. What that was, but just didn't get the angle right.
Aubrey now. Another attack coming. Great defensive work coming across by Mukul Sharma. Strutov now. Oh, beautiful pass to Rajinder. Saw that very early. Rajinder into the circle, flicks it, just went past the post. Just needed a little touch, either from Talvinder or Rohit.
How was that for a pass from Strutov? Just split the entire defense with that, gave Rajinder so much of an open space. Was he just trying to set up Talvinder? No touch on that. HILGC just survived a scare.
Strutov, who started his hockey at UHC Hamburg, and he's with Rot-Weiss-Köln. One way, then the other, and a free hit one on the edge of the circle. That was again good play. Jazji Back to Kane Russell. Yorston. Hardy directly ahead of him. He goes square again to Russell. Surrenders down the line. Comes to him now. Rajinder closes down very quickly. That was good play by him and Jacob Anderson. Surrender. Rajinder again steps out. Good pass down the line. Gurjot feeds it to Sam Ward. Gurjot continues his run. Good defence from De Sluva. Ward, though, keeps possession for HILGC. Through it goes now. Jasjeet at the back post. Feeds it to Albury. Albury across the face of goal. Ricocheted out, although it had crossed the baseline before Gurjot got his touch, according to the umpire.
Probably the best chance for HILGC. Changing the point of attack from right to left. Played across the face of the goal by Albury, but just going over the baseline.
Gurjot, I think, thought he'd kept that in play. Devinder helps it down the line, and it goes over the line. But it did take a touch, so it will in fact be the TOOFANS ball. HILGC were beginning to run forward thinking it was their ball. So almost 5 minutes gone in this final quarter. The TOOFANS survived the minute and a half. They were down to 10 at the beginning of the quarter. Stolen away by Ward, but should be cleaned up by De Sluva. He was put under pressure by Ajit. And now, again, pressure being applied by Gurjot. Strutov. To cut infield away from Prasant Bala. And he just drops the ball back to Amandeep. Devinder. Up the side, Shilanand looking to turn Jasjeet. He's done very well. Shilanand looking to pull away. Jasjeet sticking with him. And now Yorston. Oh, Shilanand Lakra into the circle. He's gone onto the forehand. Mazzarello saves. Helping out at the back once again is Surrender Kumar, who dribbles it out of the circle over to the sideline. Stolen away, though, by the TOOFANS. It's Rohit this time. Gets a free hit just outside the circle. There's going to be a green card as well.
What a run that was from Shilanand. Like a hot knife through butter. Ran through the central defense of HILGC.
It's Jasjeet that's picked up the green card. So Strutov feeding it in. Shilanand Lakra lifts it. Mazzarello saves and pushes it out of the circle. Comes all the way out to Devinder Valmiki. De Sluva calms things down and lets the TOOFANS rebuild from the back. There is Jasjeet sitting on the chair, thinking about how harsh the game can be. Down the line by Nilakanta Sharma. Along the baseline, good save again from Mazzarello to deny Wallace. To England teammates.
Saw what Wallace was trying to do, just trying to sidestep Mazzarello and put it into the goal.
So it is still the TOOFANS ball. Wallace again, a man from Kingston Grammar School initially, and then went to Whitgift. De Sluva. Lovely pass to pick out Wallace. He's getting plenty of touches. He's won a penalty corner. So penalty corner number 6 now for the TOOFANS.
Just thought they were a little sloppy, HILGC, in their defensive work. No marking whatsoever there. And Wallace, when he was trying to be closed down, finding the foot. TOOFANS with a penalty corner.
Surrender, there was really nowhere for him to move his foot to. They need to hurry and get someone down to the baseline. At the moment, they've got nobody down there to inject. Talbinder's just strolling down there. He's got 9 seconds to get there. Finally, just goes into a little bit of a jog to get there on time. He's got 3 seconds left, so he was in place. So Devinder is at the second battery, smashes that towards goal. Brilliant save on the post again. And that was Yorston.
What do you reckon? On the baseline, yeah. For a penalty corner? Okay. Yeah, I know it was stacked. It was just whether it was did it roll over. Okay. Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Raghu,
Yes,
we
Tomo.
just checked the ball in the protected back stick. Got a referral from TOOFANS for back stick. Ball's hit the stick and then whether it's rolled for penalty corner.
Okay, looking for a back stick and rolling
This
of
is
the ball.
Yorston's stop. The TOOFANS feeling that it rolled over his stick. Good strike by Devinder. Ooh.
Just when he looked up, it seemed to have rolled onto his back stick.
Tomo, I have an advice for you. You may restart with the penalty corner and the fans give the referral. Back stick.
Did it hit the back stick?
Yes,
Yep.
it did.
He sees it.
Now, Yorston's saying he didn't feel it hit the back stick, but I think it's probably because he took his eye off it at that precise moment, didn't he?
We all know what David can do with the hit, and that's what he brings into the play. Got them by surprise, going with the hit.
Of course, for those of you new to hockey, if you do hit the ball, it must hit the backboard and go in at that height. So Nick Woods lines up at the first battery, Devinder Valmiki at the second once again. Nick Woods can flick. Slight shift to the left. They go to Devinder again. Now it's Woods back to the injector, trying to deflect it towards goal. Another penalty corner. I think they want a stroke this time. Well, it'd be nice to be able to hear the conversations.
I've done the ball hitting the foot. Can you check whether it's going to the goal or whether it's coming across?
And it is a team referral
Yeah,
by
it's team
TOOFANS.
referral. So I've got it in the corner. Can you check whether it's going to the goal? And stopping the goal.
Okay, right.
They pretty much, Sandy, went up as a team, didn't they? Talvinder plays it across to Sluver, I think it is, deflects it towards goal. That looks like it's going into me.
Yeah, the goalkeeper is beaten off the foot of Yorston. Nobody behind him on the goal line. That is goal bound.
If you watch the TOOFANS in close proximity, they all go up straight away. De Sluver, Talvinder.
Tomo, I have an advice for you. You may restart with a penalty stroke and they keep the referral.
Very good referral again by the TOOFANS, and Wallace comes forward. Well, Wallace to take on his England teammate, who I'm sure he would have practiced this against many times. Wallace v Mazzarello. Mazzarello saves, and there will be no extra goal at the moment for the TOOFANS.
I just thought the time he took on the penalty stroke after the whistle had gone, probably hadn't made up his mind on which side he wants to go, and just had no power. Mazzarello read it well and just palmed it away with ease.
Was it Wallace that took one before, or was it Wallace that told the goalkeeper where it was going to go in an earlier game? I'm trying to remember now. It's just been so many games day after day. I know Wallace was involved. Well, they've still got a lifeline thanks to Mazzarello. 7 minutes remaining for HILGC to find 2 goals. Hardeep put under a lot of pressure.
You know, just considering their teammates, I was just wondering if they could have gone with any other player to take a penalty stroke.
Well, I would have thought if it was me, I wouldn't have had a national teammate because they would have practiced it. I would have tried somebody different, but I'm just a commentator. He's wide to Wallace, looking to take on Albury. It's gone over the head of Shilan and Lacra, and it will bounce out of play harmlessly. So do HILGC pull their keeper at any stage?
But if at all, I think they would have to do it now.
Yeah, you just feel they've got to give themselves a chance to get a goal before they leave it too late and then do it and then get a goal and then not have time to get a second. Intercepted well by Wallace, into the path of Strutov, back to Wallace. Wallace into the circle to Shilanand Lakra, and it was a little backstick, I think, from him that time.
He was just ruining his chance with Shilanand. He knew he had it beautifully set up, created the space. Shilanand that just rolled onto his foot, did it.
Yeah, the hand went to the forehead. It's funny how we all do that. Whatever country you are in the world, the hand goes to the forehead. Mukul Sharma now. Good work again by Strutov. Arshdeep. Strong challenge coming in from Walla. Arshdeep keeps possession though for the TOOFANs. Arshdeep. And played onto the foot. Good defensive play again from Taleb. So at the moment, with just under 5 minutes left, HILGC, it looks as if they're going to be playing off in the bronze medal match. And Mazzarello is off the field of play now, so they have pulled the goalkeeper with just under 5 to go. So an extra outfield player now for HILGC. Just a reminder, no goalkeeping privileges for an outfield player these days. That is a foot just on cue from Nilakanta. Hardik plays on quickly, Rohit comes back. Good work top of the circle, brilliant defence by Wallace. Wallace goes out to the flank and over the side it goes, off the stick of Cossins.
Well, did what he needed to do. Wallace just picked up the ball from inside the D and drove out with it.
And stolen away by Hardik, the captain. Feeds it into Sam Ward. Brilliant tackle, Amardeep, but it's going to be a penalty corner. Maybe it wasn't quite as good as it looked.
Hardik, that's the magic that he can bring into the game. Stolen away and looking up, finding Sam Ward in the D. And a tackle from Amandeep Lakra. HILGC with a penalty corner.
Penalty corner number 6 for HILGC, and as I said, the TOOFANs tend to concede 1 in 6 leading into today's game. Is this the moment for HILGC to pull one back? Kane Russell and Sam Ward wait again at the top of the circle. Hardik to inject. Goes to Kane Russell, it's trapped this time, and it's a sharp save. Well, the postman Arthur de Sluva working wonders.
Well, not one but 2 of the penalty corners from the postman Arthur de Sluva. Beautifully done.
I think that's 3 actually, because there was one right in the first half as we see it again.
And to keep Kane Russell's drag flick out, he jolly well sight the ball well.
Hardik now just lost control, appeals for a foot from the TOOFANs, and the whistle finally comes. Hardik just drops his head a little bit, frustrated with himself. Shilanand underneath it, just inside his own half. He's going to get closed down quickly. Goes back to Sumit. Woods in the midfield, tries to, well, he gets past Russell in the end. Wallace has gone wide, but he goes to Anderson. Anderson now squares it up to Mukul Sharma. Nilakanta's gone on the overlap. Comes out to him now. Under 3 minutes left. Nilakanta Sharma into the circle. Great work, Arshdeep. Whoa, he took that very early, knowing there was no goalkeeper, and he wasn't far away.
Yeah, the angle didn't matter. He just had to put it towards the goal. Good first touch and just turn him round.
And it's going to be a free hit to HILGC. They're running out of time. 2.5 minutes. Yorston. Short pass to Russell. Yorston again. Don't want to turn it over. Hardik, heavy touch by him, but it caught the foot of Nilakanta Sharma. So again, Hardeep coming. This time Shiland is penalised. Aubrey takes it quickly. Not sure again it was quite stopped, but Aubrey goes round the defender. Over the baseline, long corner, or is it a free hit just outside? Free hit just outside. Off to Sluva. Lifted into the circle. Surrender is there. Anderson stays away, and Surrender is a long way off target with that one.
So for me, it's not. For me. No. Okay, no worries. I will check. Gago?
Yes, go on.
Can you please check? Because the HIL is saying that the defender was not on 5 and putting pressure on him. Can you please check?
I'll get back to you.
I think Anderson wasn't the 5 meters, but to me, he just stayed where he was. There. He's just out of shot. Oh, maybe he did move in. Maybe this is a good referral.
To me, he was moving in when the ball was brought down.
Kun?
Yes, I go.
There is no clear reason to change your decision, and they lose their referral.
Thanks.
Well, HIL players didn't look too happy about that one. They were watching that on the big screen. Arshdeep. It looks as if the TOOFANS are going to head on and play the loser of the next match. Arshdeep loses out. Coming back was Rajinder. Praseens didn't like the challenge too much. Lalit has been kept very quiet tonight. Almost, well, in fact, very well intercepted by Strutov. I thought it had got past him, but he managed to retrieve it at the last minute. Strutov doing really well. To Mukul Sharma. Amandeep. Brought down by Woods. Arshdeep now looking to play it down the line to Talvinder. Talvinder needs to just hold it up for a while. Shilanand Lakra coming to the edge of the circle. There's no one inside the D now for the TOOFANS. Free hit though is a free out to HILGC. We're into the final minute, and it looks as if HILGC run is going to come to an end in the bronze medal match. Carried forward by Gurjot. Lalit taking on Desluva. Desluva sticks with him. Lalit almost a very good pass to find Ward. Good defence though by Amandeep Lakra, who tumbles in the corner. Long corner has been given. There's only 13 seconds left. Jasjeet wants to get on with it quickly. I think the free hit has been given, or is it a referral? No, it's just they've basically a declaration, I think you call that. There was no time left.
But they just stopped playing, did they?
Yeah, with 13 seconds left on the clock, Talvinder and Arshdeep have a conversation about how some of their combinations didn't work. Vikram Pillai has done a great job this year, and they will be playing off for the bronze medal match. But the TOOFANS, well, they live to fight another day. They will go through to the next game, which will be against the loser of the qualifying final. Final score, Hyderabad TOOFANS 2, HILGC 0.
मेरा नाम अमनदीप लाकरा है और मैं हैदराबाद टीम के से मैं सिलेक्शन होकर मैं खेल रहा हूँ HIL में, और मेरा पोजीशनिंग है डिफेंडर। जैसे हम लास्ट सीज़न में बहुत बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है HIL सबके लिए, जैसे हम यंगस्टर के लिए खासकर हम बहुत बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है ये। काफ़ी फॉरेन प्लेयर्स ऐसे थे कि मतलब मैं समझ नहीं पाया था उनका क्या पोजीशनिंग है, स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, उनका क्या मतलब किस तरीके से उनको बॉल चाहिए। और लास्ट टाइम इतना मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिला था, बट जितना मिला था मैंने अच्छा किया भी है। और इस सीज़न में मुझे थोड़ा ज़्यादा चांसेस मिल रहे हैं, तो मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ इस सीज़न को कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मैं उस अपॉर्चुनिटी को अवेलेबल करूँ ज़्यादा।
On the floor because he's putting everything he can through this shot, and you one goal lead for his team. Then Waller gives it back to him. He's not marked. What are the Pipers doing? You do not give that man any space in the difference it makes when the injection is accurate and the trap is perfect. He nutmegs Hart in goal, I think. Yeah, he certainly has arrived. Far Castle injection, and in playing the ball, it's splitting Mazzarello. Look at him playing the ball. Lane giving it back to him. A back foot reverse shot, and that's pure power. You can see here his weight is going away from him. Yeah, then Waller gives it back to him. He's not marked. What are the Pipers doing? You do not give that man any space in the D, let alone a free shot.
Great play all around. Look at that. Such a difficult skill to do. The goalkeeper down on the ground, just lobbed it over him.
Well, that was a beautiful pass on the run, but Tom Craig's run started back in his own half.
Had great elevation and right into the sloppy bit of trapping there, and just with a turnaround on the top of the circle, got David Hart totally by surprise.
It's gone out of the circle, there's no doubt there. I think they were saying, was there a back stick?
Just a roll of the dice. The ball had gone out of the D, and a beautiful follow-up try from Bobby Singh.
Well, the TOOFANS victorious over HILGC by 2-0. They progress through to the next qualifying match, while HILGC go to the bronze medal match. We're going to go pitch side now to find out who the player of the match was.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony for the Hero Hockey India League 2025-26 match between Hyderabad TOOFANS and HILGC. और इस मुकाबले में जीत दर्ज करने के साथ हैदराबाद तूफान्स ने अपनी जगह बना ली है क्वालिफायर 2 में. Hero Hockey India League would like to take this opportunity to thank their partners. Title sponsor Hero MotoCorp, broadcast partner DD Sports, streaming partner Waves, official hydration partner Bisleri, medical partner Apollo Hospital. Thank you for your support. Please welcome our dignitary to present the Hero Vida Electric Player of the Match Award, Mr. Debashish Sar, Territory Manager, Hero MotoCorp Bhubaneswar. Mr. Padmacharan Sahu, Deputy Secretary, DSYS. And the award for the Hero Vida Electric Player of the Match goes to Shilanand Lakra from Hyderabad TOOFANS. शिलानंद आइए, बहुत सारी बधाई. पहले तो आपकी टीम ने अपनी जगह बनाई है क्वालिफायर 2 में. इतना इंपॉर्टेंट मैच, आपने 2 क्रूशियल गोल्स स्कोर किए, मिडफील्ड बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग था. परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में बताइए, टीम की और अपनी परफॉर्मेंस से कितना खुश है?
मैम, ये जो मैच था ये बहुत क्रूशियल था और जितना हम लोग के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था. तो सारे ने अपना अपना 100% दिए और वो दिखा ग्राउंड में. तो मैं अपने टीममेट्स को भी बधाई देना चाहता हूँ कि उन्होंने सपोर्ट किया मेरे को, स्कोर करने में उन्होंने हेल्प किया. तो ऑल क्रेडिट गोज टू माय टीममेट्स.
Wow, I love that. All the best for qualifier 2.
Thank you, man.
That was Shilanand Lakra. जब महत्वपूर्ण मैच में आप इस तरह के contributions करते हैं तो यही तो इतिहास लिखता है. That's it from the post-match presentation ceremony.
Well, Arthur De Silva was another who had an outstanding game for the TOOFANS. As we look at the highlights, it was a great save by Danneberg early in the game to deny Sam Ward, and moments later, after a good spell of pressure, he denied him again with a superb save. Could have so easily changed the complexion of the game, but then into the circle came Talvinder, and that was a good, well, they thought it was in Rohit, but it was a brilliant save on the line by Surender Kumar. This was Shilanand Lakra across the face of goal. Hardik coming back to try and prevent it getting to Anderson, could only help it into the back of the goal, and Shilanand had his first. And then this was a great chance again for Ward, and a brilliant bit of defending coming in by Nilakanta Sharma. And across the face of goal it went from Arshdeep. That was a great opportunity. Shilanand again was involved, penalty corner, and it was a save that was good from Mazzarello, but Shilanand was first to the rebound and managed to get it into the back of the net for his second and the TOOFANS second. Great build up here. Rajinder into the circle, played it to the back post. Talvinder was there, Rohit was coming in, but neither were found. Jasjeet at the other end managed to find Aubrey, and across the face of goal it went, but just out of play. And then penalty corner one again, Devinder Valmiki, and it was a well-worked routine, and they won a penalty stroke, but superbly saved by Mazzarello to deny Wallace. And once again, it was Arshdeep with no goalkeeper who tried to turn inside the circle and just put it into the empty goal, but unfortunately put it the wrong side of the goal. So now the TOOFANS go through to the second qualifier. HILGC go through to the bronze medal match. And of course, both of them will be watching intently the next game to see who they may be playing. HILGC will have to wait a little bit longer because it will be the loser of the second qualifier. Coming up shortly, Vedanta Kalinga Lancers take on the Ranchi Royals. Hope you can join us for that.